Greetings. Number 3 in our series of Your Row is Ridiculous is the single kettlebell row. Now, there's a couple of different ways we can approach this, and I'm talking about stance because the function and movement of the row is going to be consistent throughout the whole series. And as with most of my movements, they relate to fighting, right? So we're doing a row, like throwing a punch, right? Boom. Or we're grabbing a leg, something like that. So I want to be able to move as I want to be able to go through the movement properly like I would if I were fighting when I'm training. So the kettlebell row, single bell, we'll explore first one like this. We're going to have a wide stance, okay? So my stance will be like this. And I will caution you on this because the main thing we want to focus on is packing the shoulder and engaging the lat. If we don't do that, our shoulder's going to come out and we're going to go back to that lawnmower thing that I addressed in the introduction. So we don't want to do that. So best way to avoid that is to set my shoulder. See what I just did? My lat's engaged right now. I feel it working. It's flexing. So right from here, I hip hinge, bend my knees, and boom. And now I'm down here. Now, you want to be basically at a 10 and 4. You don't have to be a 9 and 3. If you get there, great. Don't worry about it. But at least 10 and 4. So I'm here. Now, my spine is neutral. My shoulder's packed. It's not here. It's packed. I row up right to that area between the floating rib and the hip. And I keep my shoulders square. See, I'm not twisting, not turning. None of that garbage. Keeping the shoulder nice and square. And that would be the single bell row in the wide stance. Now, we can do the same thing, but with a narrow stance. It's kind of cool here. Oh, again, I didn't point this out, but I did point it out in other ones. I'm taking that hook grip. I'm not doing a full grip, hook grip here. It's going to accentuate the lat more. Chest is tall. Bend my knees. My feet are pretty close together, and I row. Bringing that bell up. Get into that area by the floating rib. Notice that I'm always keeping my shoulders in the same plane. That theme will be consistent through all of our row training, keeping both shoulders in the same plane. There's also a staggered row from this position with a single bell. So you put your feet where you want them. Some people like a deeper stance, some people like narrow. I like to be somewhere in between here. Again, setting my shoulder, right? Here, shoulders are square, and bring the bell up. And that would be the staggered version of the single bell row. So, hope you enjoyed this segment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, watch the channel often, check out philross.com as well as thebodybellmethod.com. Strength and honor.